Shalom, greetings, family. Thank you so much for your precious time. It's I, the Shalom man, again with brother Jacob Lazarous Kapisha. I am excited to have my brother here today, and it's been a while that we have met in our travels. I think we were in Namibia when we met. I met with this brother. So thank you so much. I'm so excited that by God's grace, I've managed to bring him here on the Shalom Corner. Brother, how are you?
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I am very fine, thanks. And how are you, my brother?
I am doing fine. It's so exciting to have you around the social work issue. Thank you so much for coming down.
Forgive my noise in the background because where I'm staying is a hostel. So please forgive me for that. Yes.
Okay. That's all right. I understand. So I was saying I'm excited to have you to speak about our social work. How do you feel, man?
Yeah, I'm excited more like to join this profession of social work, helping individuals that are vulnerable and mostly those that are marginalized. So it is very interesting and encouraging to see myself more like helping people who can't help themselves, in short.
Wow, that's marvelous. Let me give you this opportunity to greet our audience watching and you say much about yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again for this opportunity, and thank you so much those who have joined us and those who are watching. So to start with, my name's Lazarous Jacob Kapisha. I'm from Zambia. I am currently pursuing a bachelor's of social work, and this is my fourth year. I am at the University of Zambia, and currently I'm staying in the Czech Republic for student exchange program. Yeah, so that is briefly about my background.
Wow, that's marvelous, man. Thank you so much for this introduction, and I'm excited that we also have men in the social work space. More so to see you continuing with your studies. Now we are in Czech Republic pursuing this study exchange program. I'm hoping that you learn more about social work space so that we can encourage other folks around this space. I thank you for that one.
You're welcome, brother.
Yes. So as we go down with our interview, what really uh, caused you to choose social work? Why social work?
Thank you so much for that interesting question. Yeah, first and foremost, I didn't know anything about social work. Not until when I got an opportunity to visit the United States of America as an international camp counselor. So that is where I got inspiration to see what other social workers were doing there. Then upon that, 3 years after, because I was in the United States of America, that was in 2018. So 3 years later, that was now 2021. That's how I decided more like to join the University of Zambia and start pursuing my studies in the field of social work. So that's how I chose to do social work, through the inspiration from other social workers. Thank you.
Wow. So we are saying thumbs up and salutation to the American folks for affording to encourage you, inspire you around the spaces of social work. Should
Thank
you should
you.
maybe haven't reached out to United States? Maybe we don't hear we were not going to have you in the social work space. Hey.
Exactly, but we thank God that here I am today through the people of the United States of America.
Wow, wow, that's marvelous. So you know what we say in the faith? God has no hands, we are his hands. God has no legs, we are his legs. So God
Yes,
always make a way to bring you on board in the social space, man.
exactly.
All right. So what you understanding really? What really inspired you really to say, huh? Because of this and that in the American space, huh? I think this triggered into because of this something triggered into my spirit, man, to say, let me look no other but jump to the social work space, if you don't mind.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Like we all know, when we hear of the United States of America, we think every individual is doing fine. Yeah, but which is a different story. There are people that are voiceless that side. So now I used more like to see more like social workers going in the streets, more like uh, protesting, speaking for those who are voiceless, those who are marginalized. So it was a good, more like experience for me, and that was the thing that pushed me to say I can also make a difference in my country.
I like it when you say I can make a difference also in my country. That's a giving back to the community, man. Thank you so much for that, man.
Yes, you're welcome, brother.
Yes. You know, being helping you in the social work, we are saying because of you, many people will be encouraged, will be inspired to have a heart to help the community because they can't do without an assistant.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So we need really we need each other really in this mission assignment. So my next question will
Exactly.
be, what is a lesson learned in the social workspace for you? What really have you learned?
Yeah, thank you so much, brother. So far, I think I would more like pick one or two things, yeah, due to limited time. So, in social work, the positive things that I've learned more like you need active listening and non-judgmental attitude because you have more like people with different problems, and every problem is unique. So you need to be uh, good in active listening to what somebody is trying to share with you. And also, like I have alluded to say, you need to have non-judgmental attitude, not whereby you see a client or a person just based on how they look, then you conclude or you judge. So it's not something which is good, more like in the field of social work. Yeah. So also another thing, we need more like to respect individuals' rights to make their own decision. Despite a person having a problem or being vulnerable, it doesn't mean that he or she cannot think. He is able to think and to reason. So we are there to help them to make a solution together, not to pose more like a decision on them. So it's another positive thing that I've also learned. To add on also an element of confidentiality, because confidentiality is very important, especially when you as a professional uh, people are coming to you, are trusting you with different problems or situations. So it's very important whereby you keep that information as confidential because we've seen more like cases like people committing suicide. Others, they don't intend to do that, but they find that they have been disappointed with the people that they trusted to say that they will help them, they will keep their problem as a secret. You find that they this person diffuse the problem, so they feel ashamed, they feel embarrassed. Later on, they just decide to commit suicide. So this also a positive change that I've learned in social. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. That's marvelous. So I think for the social work folks that are listening to this, on your last point, man, you mentioned that is when people share their sensitive stories with you, they entrust you to keep them safe. But if
Yes,
they hear those stories being spoken elsewhere, they get hurt, man.
exactly.
So I want to also encourage to push this idea to say, as a social worker, may the people who are social workers ensure to keep the secret that people would have entrusted them with. I think it will help them a lot.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, because I feel that at times when people get this, when they share a story with a social worker, and in the next day they hear those stories on the public space, it makes them to cease coming to you folks, reaching out to you for assistance, which is a bad move at all.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So if you are to inspire the world, someone somewhere to study social work, what inspiration will you give? What message can you give to the person?
Thank you so much, brother. But the message that I can more like give to the person who wants to pursue the profession of social work, make them to imagine the world whereby every individual has the support they need, especially the vulnerable society. So, if we can have that world of whereby every individual has a support on the needs that they need. So it is something that everyone would wish to do that. So it's something that should more like encourage you at least to pursue the profession of social work. Also, just to imagine bringing hope back to the hopeless. So these are the things that should also inspire you more like to bring to join the profession of social work.
Marvelous. So despite challenges, natural challenges, as I mean, it's just normal to come across challenges. But despite those challenges in the social workspace, what really kept you going to this far, man?
Thank you so much. So what has kept me more like moving to this far? First and foremost, it's the passion of making a difference because I believe my work has a direct impact to the lives of individuals, families, and the community. And also, it is the commitment to social justice in addressing inequalities. So, and the last but not the least, uh, I have hope for the better future. So these are the things that have been more like pushing me despite facing some challenges. Yeah. Thank you, brother.
Wow, wow. Those are responses, man, that you're giving us. They're so inspirational and informative. May God richly bless you for those, man.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Yes. So before we round up this wonderful interview with you, brother Jacob Lazarus Kapisha, so excited to have you, man. I'm so thrilled to have a man in the social work space. I mean, there are few, man. Can you agree with me?
Yeah, because mostly they used to believe to say social work it's a profession of only women, but this is the situation whereby not women only face challenges, but all of us we face challenges. So it's not just the profession of the women, but it's for everyone to come on board, make a difference, to help that individual who feel there is no hope.
Marvelous, marvelous. Man, when you were speaking, I mean, my spirit took me back to the statements that you said when you reached to America. You felt something that triggered in yourself. Man, be interested in this social work thing. I always say I thought it's me alone, man. Whenever I reach out to the diaspora, this is the feeling that comes on me, man. I felt it's me alone. Wow.
And now you know that even others they feel that.
Yes, now I know, man. And we need to share out the truth. Those people do it well, man, in the philanthropic space and social work space, man. We are encouraged so much. Let us bring this in Africa more and more.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. So, man, what is your take-home package, man? I mean, everyone watching on this wonderful interview will need to go with the package of a take-home package from you, brother. A homework, an assignment. What message will be that, man?
Thank you so much, brother. I think my take home to my audience, I would say social work. Social work provides the voice to the voiceless. Yeah, and also social work do not work in isolation, like you have alluded. Social work brings on board every profession because we are dealing with an individual who is a complex being. So it does not just work in isolation, but we need each other to help each other. Yeah. So, and also, uh, social work focuses on the strength of an individual and communities rather than just the defects. So we don't just look at the problem, but we look at the strength of that individual. What is it that this person can do? There are others who have more like not make it in schools, but that doesn't mean that it's the end. They have something that they can do. They can make a difference to the community. They can make the difference to the world. So mostly as social workers, we focus on the strength of the person or an individual, like I have alluded. So to say the last but not the least, I would say aspire, inspire before you expire. Yes.
Wow, wow. That was an amazing set of folks. This is the end of our interview with brother Lazarous Kapisha. I'm so excited to be having him, and I hope this was of good help to you into your corner. Be inspired, be challenged to do something in the community because without them, there is no us, and without us, there is no them. Let us keep on pressing towards the mark in bringing about a difference. Let me sign off for now. It is I, the Shalom Man. Thank you. See you on the next one.
Thank you. Thank you.